Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am War Master Moloch, and this is the first of my How to Win As series for the Immortal Empires campaign in Total War Warhammer 3, and we're starting with Malekith of Naggarond and the Dark Elves on Legendary difficulty. Now, most of you are going to be coming into this campaign thinking of this as one that you basically already have a handle on and you can dive right into. But if you do that, you're very likely to run into serious trouble rather quickly, because Malekith's campaign has changed a lot and your boy has been hit hard with the nerf hammer. So I'm going to take you through the early stages of this campaign and what you can do to get through it, and you set yourself up for a good fun campaign to follow. Let's get into it. Let's start by discussing the improvements that CA have made to the Dark Elves. So first of all, Black Arcs no longer use population surplus for their buildings, so it just goes towards the actual main Black Arc building itself, whereas things like recruitment buildings, bombardment buildings are pure cash now. That means that you can build up your Black Arcs better and faster. Big improvement for the Dark Elves there. There's also the new intern diktat system here, which lets you boost growth, money and control in your provinces, dependent upon the number of interns you have available to spend. Now that's good, but the problem is that the way they've compensated for that is by getting rid of the old intern mechanic, which let you send them to certain provinces in order to make more money. This means that you can no longer use any of the cheeses like stacking heroes or packing all of your interns into specific high value settlements. Now that cheese needed to be nerfed a fair bit, but they've gone too far in my opinion, and they've literally just erased the mechanic from the game. I think that's a backward step. However, we're stuck with it and the diktats are okay, so we just need to get on with it. Another issue is that Naggarond has been placed in a 2-settlement province called the Iron Foothills. Very evocative name there, I'm sure you agree. This means that it's far less valuable financially. The Altar of Ultimate Darkness is still nearby, and it's been upgraded to provincial capital status, but its special building is no longer very valuable, so it's hardly worth getting, to be honest. But here's the real kicker. Whereas the Naggarond campaign in Total War Warhammer 2 was like an alpine vacation lodge surrounded by friends, where you could just kick out a few mildly unruly guests and then get on with getting richer and more powerful, now you have some seriously unfriendly neighbours. First up on the west coast of Naggaroth, you've got Grombrindal, and I'm sure you're already aware, he has a massive lore-friendly hate boner for Malekith. Over here at Karond Kar, Elithanar, also in possession of a massive hate boner for Malekith. And finally, you have up here Valkia the Bloody. Now she's a DLC lord, which means she's coming in hot, overpowered and extremely dangerous. So you're surrounded by really high value, high power enemies, and that's before you even get into the possibility of Taurox or the Sisters of Twilight coming up to bother you, amongst others like maybe Kartep. So you've got to move fast in this campaign, whereas in Warhammer 2 you could pretty much just relax in your corner and build up. So we're going to have to move fast here, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. So logic would suggest, looking at the map, that the best way to go is to go west so that you can consolidate against this hard territory here, knowing that you're not going to get attacked across this area here. That's actually a mistake. It's very, very deceptive, because what happens if you go west is that very quickly Valkia comes south and attacks, and Elithanar comes west and attacks. So you wind up fighting 3 major enemies at once, generally while you're still trying to take the Skaven out of these settlements here, because they're spread out all over the bloody place. So what you instead want to do is go east and start preparing for an aggressive front against Valkia the Bloody and also Elithanar. And I'm going to teach you how to get that set up in your first 20 to 25 turns. By the end of this video, we're going to have wiped out the Dark Elf faction of Ghrond and taken their hugely important capital. We'll have a Black Arc that will be leveling up and ready to put together an army and head out to push Elithanar back by attacking Karond Kar and any other coastal settlements he's got, giving him something else to worry about aside from coming over and threatening you with that hate boner of his. And we'll have taken Valkia the Bloody's capital, and ideally wiped out her starting army, depending on how aggressive she's come through against us. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see her in action, because once you know how, she's actually fairly simple to beat. It just takes a fair bit of micro. So I'll show you all of that, and once that's done, you will know how to get started and give yourself a real chance, because from that position, you'll have friends to the east of you, and then you can start to look to go west, consolidate your surrounding territories. So shall we get started? Let's start out with the admin stuff. So first of all, we're going to upgrade Naggarond. We're going to go for the intern diktat of intern drive here to boost growth, because we really want Naggarond to become big and powerful straight away. We're going to go to our research, and we're going to click on Revel in Suffering. So then you go through Choose or Die, Founded on Tyranny, Revel in Suffering. So you'll be plus 25 growth there, and plus 3% income from your interns. And that's basically set for the moment then. We embed her in there, and then we attack these Skaven. And it's an auto-resolve. You don't need to fight this battle, guys. Then you come to here. And believe it or not, guys, it's another auto-resolve. You don't need to fight this battle either. Loot and occupy. Now, for the first turn, we're going to go for demand highborn hostages for our commandment here, okay? The reason for that being that it unlocks the sacrifice to authority right, which can give you extra control if you need it. We're going to repair this building here. We're going to put growth up in here, but we're not going to look to build up Har Caldra, because we're willing to sacrifice that depending on who attacks us. It might be the Skaven, but they very often make peace with you after a few turns if you don't press west against the Altar of Ultimate Darkness, Rakdo Gorge, etc. But it's more likely to be Mung, because here's the thing. When you're at war with Valkia the Bloody, she starts allied with Mung, so you're taking on two factions at once with her. Very cheeky from the AI, but it's something we can deal with. We're going to recruit 2 more units of Dark Shards. We're going to put 1 into Root Marcher, 1 into Dreaded Intern Recruiter here. And for our Spellcaster, we're going to give her Fireball. And that's it for this turn. Pretty simple stuff so far. Now, we're going to bring Malekith to here. 2 more units of Dark Shards. And we're going to change the commandment here to increase intern production quota, because we want even more growth in Naggarond. That will get us up to 115 growth per turn. By the way, Malice Darkblade is going to get you into some wars. Just be prepared for that, guys. If you don't like it, break your alliance with him. But I wouldn't recommend it. He is quite useful. And he always builds an outpost at Naggarond to help you defend it. So, you know, pretty bro tier. Now, we can reach the Chill Road from there, but I don't want to do that yet. I want another couple of units of Dark Shards. You can do it, but I'm risk averse, put it that way. Okay, Naggarond has been upgraded, so we want to upgrade our barracks because we want to have 2 masters from there. We'll get growth, and we will get the intern pens because that'll enable us to perform the Black Arc Rite and recruit a Black Arc. Now we're going for the Chill Road. We're now at war with Ghrond, and guess what? This also is an auto-resolve. Obviously, all of these you can get done with fewer casualties by fighting them manually, but why bother, quite frankly? It doesn't really make that much difference. And then we go through our dreaded intern acquirer. And we're just going to sit here replenishing for another turn. Now, there is an army inside Ghrond there. Always. It's not huge, but if you're adding it to the garrison of Ghrond, it makes Ghrond an enormous pain in the behind to take. Now, I've done it, but it's extremely hard, and I don't think it's really worth the effort to do it that way. So we're going to do something a little bit different. And what we're going to do here is we're going to come away from the chill road to lure that army out, and we're going to go into ambush stance. There's the army, see? 13 units. She can now get upgraded to the Burning Head. Now, you might be thinking, why are you not positioning yourself between Ghrond and the chill road to trap that army when it comes out? The answer is, you almost never manage to actually trap it. They spot you. The AI cheats, basically. Ambushes are not in a good place in Immortal Empires at the moment. So I'm just putting myself to the side in another settlement territory so that they feel confident going for the chill road. Now, they don't always come out, but they should. There we go. See, that is a not insubstantial army there. That's why I wanted the extra dark shards. But now, other than that general in there, which is a Dreadlord, Ghrond has nothing but its garrison. We're obviously not going to accept a Pyrrhic victory here, so let's get in and fight. I know a lot of guys like to get fancy with using fast units to get around and take points and everything on these new maps, but personally, at least with Dark Elves and minor settlements, I tend not to bother with that. I prefer to chainsaw through with my Dark Shards. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put some Dread Spears ahead of them. Let's pull these back a little. Same over here. And 2 units there. We'll have Malekith there, the Spellcaster there. These guys will bring up the rear. And these will be hunting for the towers. Now, the most likely places for a tower to show up are here and over here. So you want to be ready for the chariots to attack that tower straight away and stop it from bloody shooting you. There it is. Okay, so we're going to go to there. No. Get that to there. That to there. These to here. And here. And here. Spellcaster to move forward. Malekith to move forward. Right, destroy that tower. What am I doing? Okay. I normally have the units positioned so that they're left or right depending on where they'll be on the map, but I didn't set them up for that. As you can see, the chariots make pretty short work of the towers, so that's a positive. And we're just looking for spots for good casts. I'm thinking a bouncer through there, which will hopefully hit both units. And they moved. But it is bouncing. But it bounced away. Boo. Not good. Right, kill them. We'll send Malekith in to fight the Bleak Swords. This is why we want to take out that tower, because it's shooting our Dark Shards, which are our biggest killers here. There we go, it's down. There we go. We've got them all blobbed up. It's going well for us so far. Now I'm going to take these off of fire at will because I don't want them wasting their ammo in case we get a chance to trash another tower, which we're going to soon. So Malekith can go forward. So can these. Start pulling these up. Gonna have to watch out for Caladriel and her Chillwind here because she can really do some damage to our units. But that won't matter until we start to get close. Now these can start to edge forward. These two units here are going to be guarding the firing line. And then I'm going to stick that through there. How's she getting on for kills so far? Not a huge number, but these units are routing now. Okay, we're going to take out those dark shards. Send that unit there, this unit here. And we'll send these two units through here. And then we're going to aim for these. There's another tower. Let's bring the chariot round here. Right, let them go into melee there. These can just shoot there. Start taking this location here. Wipe out that tower. Those have shattered, so we don't need to worry about them. Bring our melee infantry to there. There we go. We want her using that against chariots, because that spell will do very little to those. Pull those forward to there. We're going to bring those to there. Get those to there. And I think we've just hit the army losses. That was nice and simple, wasn't it? No need to get really fancy. just something to warn you about here as well. So a lot of the time, Caladriel will not actually take the Chill Road. What she'll do is she'll sack it and then she'll stand outside, usually in forced march, which sometimes means that you'll actually get a an auto-resolve win against her. But either way, the important thing is that you've lured her outside and you take her out. Now we're going to max out Dreaded Intern Recruiter, go for Infamous Raider. We're on our way to Lightning Strike. That's the key thing for him. And we're going for the Burning Head with Hagreen. And Naggarond can already go tier 3. At this stage, we're going to recruit a Master. And another one. We want both of them. And we're going to perform the Black Arc, right? And we're going to recruit a Black Arc and stick it in there. And recruit a couple of units of Black Arc Corsairs to help defend Naggarond against the rebellion that's coming. And we're going to use the intern Diktat straight away to get the extra 50 growth. We really want to push this towards tier 4 as soon as possible. It's all for the best for us. As you can see, they've got another general inside Ghrond, but that's not a big deal. Now, there is something that I forgot because it's changed from Warhammer 3. From Warhammer 2, sorry. You want to get this growth building straight away on Black Arcs, because you couldn't do that in Warhammer 2 before, but now you can. So just go straight to this as soon as you recruit a Black Arc. We're only one turn behind on that, so that's absolutely fine. Now, Malekith is going to come over and besiege Ghrond straight away. Going to build a ram there because he doesn't have siege attacker. And we're going to send the Masters over to join his army for when the siege begins. The assault begins, I should say. And over here... we don't really need to recruit anymore, I don't think. Let's have a look at the garrison. Yeah, another 2 turns and the outpost will be built as well. I might get another unit or 2 of Black Arc Corsairs. Crone Hellebrand wants some trade, that's good. Be careful about who you make deals with, though, because Crone Hellebrand's someone who you want to keep around and obviously is eventually confederate, so it's great to deal with her. But others, like, say, Clarkarond and guys like that, you might want to wipe them out at some point, so be circumspect about when you do deals with them. Normally, I save it for when I think they're going to die and I can cream a bit of extra cash out of them. Okay. So the Masters are ready and in the army. Ah, it's Skaven Rebels. That should be fine for an auto-resolve. Okay. Now, there is no general inside here. I'm not going to take close victory, okay? I want to show you how to fight this siege in case it's a bit of a harder situation than the general stayed inside with a couple of units. I'll show you how this map works and how to get the best out of it. I'm also going to pretend as though there's a spellcaster general inside because that makes a difference to your tactics. So I'm going to play it as though there is one inside and explain what I'm doing and why. Alright, this one's pure stinky cheese, guys. Would you expect any less from me? Right. I tend to bring my Dark Shards over into this corner in squads of 4 units. Is that there? Get rid of the ram because it means nothing. I'm going to say Bleak Swords together. Dread Spears and Blackguard of Naggarond together. We're going to take the chariots to here. Put them in melee mode. Now the heroes, the Masters specifically, are going to go to here. Malice is going to go there. And Spellcaster is going to go there. We want Malekith leading the way. Now, there are dark shards up there, but they'll normally get down. See? Already doing it. We're going to have Malekith go there just to draw fire. And then the masters are going to go here to attack the gate. And then this one's going to attack this gate. The chariots, I mean. Should have moved them faster, to be honest. Now that Malekith is drawing fire, we'll start to move everything else out. You just want to watch out for the firing cone of that other tower. Just stick him there right in front of the tower, because that way it'll keep firing at him. And we're going to beat down the gates on both sides. Now, the reason why I want to fight this as though there's a general inside is because very often they will have a spellcaster general. And if it's a beasts or dark magic spellcaster, their initial spells, Flock of Doom and Chillwind respectively, can do a lot of damage to your troops. And they will use it outside of the walls in Warhammer 3. Okay, they're not shooting anymore from the towers because they're not occupying the flag. That is good. And with that in mind, we're going to bring our Dark Shards round to here to start shooting folks down. So I'll tell you how I handle those spellcasters. What I do is we beat down the gates here. Malekith's tanking in front of the tower because if it starts firing, he takes the least damage from it. But once it's done, I move one master into place into where Malekith is, and then Malekith and the other master go inside and they attack that general. And in doing so, they cause the other units to blob up around them and thereby leave themselves exposed for big casts from our spellcaster. There we go. The tower's activated for a second. It should stop again soon, though. How's this tower going? Note that 2 guys by themselves are breaking through a gate faster than like 4 little dinosaurs. Interesting. Interesting. That tower's no longer active. One more hit will be fine. We'll bring that one round and... Right, Malekith and the Master will go in there. And they're going to attack this unit here just because it's the closest. Move your ass, Malekith. They'll also take a lot of friendly fire because of this as well. With this little trick we're pulling. And now I'm going to bring these Dark Shards to here and here. And once we've got a reasonable blob here, that looks pretty decent actually. Yeah, we're going to try and bounce that off of that wall there. That doesn't look like it's going to be great. It looks like it's going to bounce around here. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, some ranged units are firing at us. Let's fire at them. Very nearly time for another one. Send that through there. Ah, one of those units has pulled ahead. Let's get this unit back by the tower. The Master, that is. How are we getting on over here? Jesus Christ, that is so slow, by the way. So slow to get done. As you can see, the Master's doing fine there. He's barely affected. And now we'll just shoot these units down. It's almost time for another burning head. So I want to wait for a second, get as much grouped up as we can going on here. Oh, they're bringing in everyone. I like the sight of that. Right, we need to all be shooting that. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try bouncing it between these two locations. There we go. That should be getting us lots of kills there. Yeah, she's racking them up with that one. Have you broken this sodding gate down yet? Almost. Jesus.
We are ready. Onwards to murder.
Okay, they're in. Let's send those round to attack those dark shards. There we go. Good double shot there.
Without question. Warrior! Adept!
We're very nearly done here, I'd say.
Massacre them! Merciless warriors! I will not die today!
Send them up there. Send some melee infantry into here and here. Now I tell these missile troops to get up here. This should end before we even get on the walls. Go for them. Oh no, we're still fighting these. That's fine. I'm not especially worried about taking down the capture points and everything here. There just isn't a lot inside, so it's not something really to worry about. And that looks like the army loss penalty. There we go. Taken in easily. And as I mentioned, if there's a spellcaster, you just get Malekith and the Master to go in and deal with them, and then cast spells around them to kill the infantry, as before. It's a doddle. Obviously, loot and occupy just to get the extra interns. Malekith's now on Draft Master, so he's only 3 points away from full Lightning Strike. Burning Head for her. And Masters, you want to give growth. That's the main reason why I'm using them for tanking, because I want to level them up to rank 10 as soon as possible. We're going to repair Ghrond. We'll leave the money building in there for now, but it's actually not hugely important. And we'll end that turn. I absolutely hate these. Just pulling me around the map in directions that I don't want to go because I've got other stuff in mind. We're going to hit the Great Arena. That is an auto-resolve. Ghrond is already ready to go to tier 2. We are now going to get rid of this money building because it turns out we don't have a recruitment slot here. Ordinarily, well, sometimes in the Great Arena they will have a recruitment slot available, but it wasn't the case this time round. Malekith now has 1 stage of Lightning Strike, which will be useful when we start to push north. And at this stage, I am going to get rid of the melee troops, because we don't need them. If that attacks us, let's face it, it's not going to last very long. Got the Chaos Rebellion there. Did it fight them? Interesting. I'm going to go into ambush stance here because I want to trap them. And we do have a spare moment anyway because I want to get the recruitment building here. A second, just checking out Naggarond. Okay. Garrison here is solid. We've got some extras. That'll be enough to beat these. But at this stage, we do want to start building walls here. And also the Sorceress building, because another Sorceress would be very nice. Because you want that for your Black Ark. We'll go for Kindle Flame for the Sorceress who we've already got. Indomitable Will for each of the Masters, because we're going to be focusing on hard to hit in between those growth boosts that we want to have. Because that's the most important thing with Masters. Growth and dropping your slave decline rate. Oops, I said the S word. Oh dear. Spank me, Master YouTube, indeed. It's a matter of how long we think they're going to last and are they going to trade with us. They're not willing to trade with us. They will trade based upon that. See, I think they're going to get whacked. So we can get some money and some trade out of them. So I'm going to go for that. They normally don't last very long. The Drowned kill them. Taurox kills them. And there we go. Because we just get migration here. Because we were in ambush stance, she didn't have a bloody clue where we were. Bye-bye, honey. Probably should have fought that manually, to be honest. That was not a great auto-resolve result. But let's start some recruitment now, because we want more Dark Shards. Malekith is now on stage 2 Lightning Strike. Excellent, we're getting there. And now we're heading round to Ashrak. Have they besieged us? They have. Pyrrhic victory, but no one's wiped out. See? Nothing to worry about in the slightest. And our financial situation is looking decent. Now, for our next bit of research, we go for Battle as Business. And we got some more skill points. Ah, yes, sorry, it's for the Black Ark Admiral. Very nice, you know the line. You just go down here, get to Wreathed in Mists. Public order here is not great, but that's okay.
The buildings are crumbling.
Still at war with the Skaven. They will often accept peace. And see, you make some money off it. We're not in a hurry to deal with them because finishing off Ghrond and dealing with Valkia and Mung, by far the more important thing. Plus, they're liable to get smashed up by Grombrindle and others anyway, so it's not really worth worrying about. Just take the money off them. Don't make a non-aggression pact with them. Don't take trade with them, because that could slow you down in the future. Non-aggression pact with her. We are going to go for that for now, with Celestra Deerfan, because Alithanar is a much bigger problem when he becomes a factor. She's very much on the we'll deal with you later list. And as you can see, Valkia the Bloody has taken Ashrak already, and this is what I'm talking about. She's already on her way to attack us. We're right up there on the list for her now. Hag Grief is at war with Subtle Torture, whatever, who cares? And there we go. This is why you have to be prepared to go straight at her, because at most it would have been another few turns before she did it. And if we're distracted over in the west, that means we're in trouble against her. We are going to come to about here. We're going to go into ambush stance. It would be nice to recruit another unit, but in all honesty, this'll do. She's a tough girl, but there are tricks to it. I just want that little bit of extra replenishment there. Here we're going to get growth. We're not going to spend on the Great Arena or the Chill Road again. We're looking at pushing Ghrond up. We're going to get the intern drive. And look how fast we're getting towards tier 4 with Naggarond. Now, it's very likely we can upgrade our Black Ark at this stage, but I want to hold off on that for a second because this is our financial prerogative here. This is massive priority. Okay, she didn't get trapped with the ambush. She did spot us, but that's fine. Let's fight her. Now, the methodology to fighting Valkia the Bloody is pretty simple. Aggravate her and draw her into rushing you in a corner. Now, sometimes it'll be one of the diamond-shaped maps, so you just rush backwards into the corner. Here, we actually have a corner we can work in, so that's fine. We're going to corner camp. I don't care if people call it cheesy. I don't care if people call it... Ugh, I don't care. It's just... They can call it whatever the fuck they like, quite frankly. I call it the right bloody tactic against characters who've been made overpowered because they're DLC that people can pay for. Okay, so that looks good. What we're going to do, stick that in skirmish mode. Is she on our horse now? Yes, she is. Okay, we want to just aggravate Valkia into coming at us. And we'll actually put Malekith up there because he's the one that she really wants to wreck. Okay, let's go. Straight into that corner, guys. We put the Masters... there. Right, where is she? Aim a fireball at her. We want to antagonize her as soon as possible. I rushed that one a little bit there, not my best. She's moving backwards. Nah, she is going to come forward. She's very, very aggressive, and that's what you need to do to trap her. Need to take them out of skirmish mode because they're letting her dictate the moves a bit. What are you doing? I must have accidentally grabbed them. We're using these guys primarily as flank guards. And then we're going to checkerboard. Yep, she's absolutely going for Malekith. So what we're going to do is we're going to dance around in front of our own troops. She needs to go behind because we don't want Valkia going for her. Now, it's hard to get her because she's a small, fast-moving target. And this kind of tactic has been heavily nerfed, but it's honestly, it's the only bloody way to take her down. Now, Malekith, even if he's on Seraphon, cannot beat her on Legendary difficulty in melee, so you just have to take this. No, we don't want her going after them. To be fair, going after them has kept her running in a straight line, so that's actually suited us a bit. But we only want these really to tank. As you can see, she is way behind the army now. Get them out the way, because while we mainly want them to tank, we don't want to waste them. And we did just shoot one down ourselves there, pretty much. And she's gone. Right. Just in time as well. Block them out. Block them out. Stay there. Malekith, you come to here. Right, Spellcaster. God damn it, they skipped around. Okay. The Master needs to engage the Skull Crushers. And she needs to go and take advantage of how slowly these are moving. And yes, this is entirely typical of the way her army works. She's fast, the dogs are fast, the rest are slow.
Ready! Taking control! Chariots going!
Get those to there. As you can see, we're shooting them all to pieces here. Malekith, intercept them. Make sure they don't get to the Dark Shards, because they're the real killers. There we go. They're shattered. She can come forward and hit another spell. Yeah, she's not doing great for kills, but she's doing a lot of damage. And in this kind of battle, that kind of matters more.
Destruction awaits. True heir of Aneria.
Spellcaster might need to tank a little bit here. That's okay. She can do it. Go put that cast along there. The chariots are going to rout. That's okay. They did what they needed to do. They slowed down that advance. This is almost done. And now it is done. Okay, we're going to send Malekith after them. And her. Right, all these guys come off of guard mode. Let's kill as many of them as we can. Yeah, Spellcaster took more damage than I would have liked, but we are still on our own territory, so she will get some replenishment. Okay. I'm just aware that she's going to force march back to her settlement, so she will get some replenishment as well. Well, she won't, but the general that replaces her in that army will. Right, Malekith, stick another chill wind in there. Ah, I missed that one. I was rushing. Not the most exciting thing here, but it all counts. I just can't make it go any faster. Okay, that's all done. Odds of getting over there pretty slim, but she's on a horse, so maybe. Just soften these up as much as we can. How many kills has she picked up? She's gotten a lot of kills in melee here. There we go. So is it just me thinking what the fuck was close about that? Probably not. Alright, so with that battle done, we're going to assign some points. Full lightning strike there, and then I'm going to go for chill wind for Malekith, because a bit of magic for him wouldn't hurt. She now has flame storm, so that's excellent. 3 points for the masters, so stimulate growth, sycophantic schemer, and hard to hit. Now, I can see an army there, but we're not going to be able to reach that. They're probably going to run away from us. That's the remnants of her army. It's not very impressive, really. Okay, Ghrond can go up to tier 3. Repair Ashrak. Go for growth there. All this is fine. Malekith will now get Tyrant for him. You always want to go Tyrant instead of War Leader. And we can get a commandment here, so we're going to go for growth. Now, here's the thing. We want to take that army out outside of Dagrak's End, because the garrison at Dagrak's End is not insignificant. And that army, that also is still not insignificant once they've got some replenishment. And bear in mind, it's Valkia the Bloody's faction, so she can pull units out of her ass.
It is the greatest insult.
No, the greatest insult is you pulling my sodding camera all over the goddamn map. Has it come across yet that I don't like those? So we're going to come to here. And we're going to go there. This is all good. Okay, we're going to recruit a spellcaster here. We'll go for fleet-footed, because having a fast spellcaster is useful. And now we're going to start building up the Black Ark. Research, we go for Driven by Vengeance. And the turn. So I'm going to get one of the masters to have a quick look at something. Okay, they're not inside Dagrak's End. So I'm going to come to here. I'm going to go into ambush stance. Now, you might be thinking, Jesus, that's a lot of attrition to be taking on at this stage. The reason why I'm doing that is that I don't want that army to suddenly force march its way inside Dagrak's End. Because look at that garrison there. It's not insubstantial. They show up with all those units now probably mostly replenished from having been in Mung's territory. They then occupy this. I besiege it, they sally out and kill us, basically, because we don't have the troops to take that out. So I'm going to risk the attrition here. Now, if you've had the chance to wipe the army out completely, like if you've attacked it further south than Ashrak, that's fine. Like, you will be in much better shape than this. It's just good to see us in the tougher positions so that you're ready for them.
You may speak your words, but they will change.
Do you know what? Just in case she helps us a bit with Mung, I'm going to let her have military access. It also lets me travel across her land with regard to Valkia, who is over at the Palace of Ruin. Now, we're probably not going to need to, but... because we go through the north. And there you see, instead of recruiting an army to stand in there, or sorry, sending the army to stand in there, they've recruited a general instead. That makes this very, very doable. So we're going to put the ram together.
Bloody slaughter awaits.
And we're going to hold. Now let's see if there's anything else we want to do here. No, that's fine. Again, no growth going into these other settlements. All towards Ghrond. And for this one, we're going to push the garrison up. We're going to push the recruitment building up so that we can recruit dark shards there.
My skills are yours.
Lurks behind the end.
No, we don't want to risk that because that will probably affect our reliability at this stage. It's probably a little soon. Not worried about that. Harkaldra can fall. It's not a problem. It was going to happen anyway. But now we want to start preparing to deal with the rest. In case they attack us down here. So I'm actually going to bring the spellcaster back. I wanted to put that in Malekith's army to help level up, but we might need it sooner.
Slaughter them.
We'll hold there because there was a skill point for our spellcaster. So we're going to go inside.
Bring me his traitorous head.
We're going to get Flamestorm. I say the attrition there, I mean, it wasn't great, but we're still in great shape. That's why I took the risk. Let's go. Okay, so for Dagrak's End, this is the best spot. Bring that to here and get rid of that bloody ram.
Eager for battle. The merciless host.
I'm going to go for squads of 4 units here. 4-4-4-2, I think.
Cold-blooded killers.
Chariots there. Malekith there. These guys here. The reason why you want to go here is because obviously there's only that one tower that's going to be firing at us if they're up on the walls.
Show no mercy. Very well.
And we're going to move in to turn that into a shooting gallery, because they'll just stand there for the most part.
Advance, Druki.
No one's going up on the towers. That's cool. I'll just leave Malekith there regardless. And they're going to keep a lot of units round here. This is what they do, the AI. They'll start to come round as you start to kill more of them. We'll bring these all the way over to here.
Advance, Druki. Going.
And we'll just start shooting over the walls.
Is that all you got? Let us show you true power.
Well, that was a bit wasteful as a cast. But hey-oh. And she got 33 kills out of it, whatever. Okay, I'm going to send the masters to beat the gate down. Okay, these trolls are going to come into range. Note how much they run around now in sieges. Just to stop what I'm doing here, basically, this kind of tactic. But it doesn't stop it. It just makes it slightly less effective. But it's still effective. We're going to stand her there now. There we go. That's a good cast. That is a very good cast. Doesn't look like it in terms of kills, but it's doing a lot of damage there. We're not going to rush in just yet because trolls will absolutely mess up the heroes and Malekith. So we'll shoot them down first, and then we'll send the Masters of Malekith in to go and fight this hero and the general. These guys can stay up there all they like. It's not making any difference to us at all.
Dark shards. Glorious dark magic. Our sorcery is majestic.
Yeah, lots of running back and forth to waste our ammo, but because they're running backwards and forwards rather than side to side, we're actually still hitting pretty well here. Those all went terribly, but there you go, the general's going down. Nah, nothing to do there. These trolls are going to get wiped out. Well, not wiped out, but you know what I mean. They're going to get routed. Just very, very slowly. Let's speed this up. There we go. That hero just took a fat hit there. And again. And again. Okay, the front line is about to run out of ammo. Pull them back. Pull these forward. Cavalry are pincushions, so they'll drop fast. Disband that group. they're going to go soon enough. See how much they waste ammo now. It's not just players that cheese now. Or do this cheese anyway. The AI's always cheesed in Total War Warhammer. As soon as these are out of ammo, we will disgroup them. Disband them. Disgroup them. What's the matter with me? Just not getting the shots off here. Okay, I'm going to pull these into here. And pull them out. Okay, that unit's out of ammo. And now the infantry start to come forward because everyone else is getting weakened so badly. So what it's all about here is just a bit of patience. General took a fat hit there. Okay, do you know what? I'm getting sick of their bouncing about here. Let's pull in Malekith and the Master. Because this will pin these down. I didn't want them to like take any hits or anything here, but might just have to deal with it. Right, they've routed, but let's just kill him off quickly. Tell them to stop firing. Gates are ours. Okay, so we're going to stand these here. We're going to bring in our remaining ranged units and the spellcaster. And we'll just stand here. Plenty of magic still. Oh, we got these two. And tell Malekith to go and hit that hero. Might as well. More or less done here. And that's it. We have Valkia the Bloody's capital. And that wasn't even an efficient battle on my part. It all came down to using the trick to make sure that the army that they already had did not go inside. They didn't see the threat. They moved away thinking they were safe. We took Dagrak's end. There we go. Our ambush approach paid off. We're going to loot and occupy. And we have taken Valkia's capital. The masters now can have more hard to hit. And Malekith, I'm going to give Blade Wind, because that spell's actually pretty good. I'm going to put Growth here, even though I'm not that concerned about holding it at this stage.
Tyrant of Naggarond. Dreadlord
That's all fine.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
We're going to start boosting the Black Ark up to tier 3. And we're going to end the turn. Now from here, we're going to jump outside and go into raiding stats and head over towards the Glacial Gardens. We're going to have a rebellion here. That's okay. Because in fact, we can just hit the control diktat and that's sorted. And we're even going to perform the sacrifice to a 30 as well, just to keep Ghrond under control and stop the rebellion.
All shall be mine.
The Black Ark, we're now going to get this barracks because we want Reaper bolt throwers as well. Those are very, very useful to us. 2 more units of Dark Shards and then we'll get 2 units of Reapers there. That's the sort of thing you need for when you're attacking settlements. For this one, we'll go for continuous in-turn supply. It's classed as raiding our own territory here, but that's fine. We are not worried about defending the Chill Road there at all at this stage. We can recover it later. Oops. 2 units of Reapers there. We're going for the Glacial Gardens and then for the Palace of Ruin. See if we can get some trade out of Malice. We certainly can.
No help needed.
Yeah, I don't think we need anything else over there. Let's just confirm with Legion of the Gore Queen, 1 settlement left. End the turn. Come all the way back, just hit the icon there. Oh, we've got an assassin. We'll use him to go scouting. And then what we can do is we can get a general and move this army over to that and move out to go and get that Hmong army off our land. Take the Glacial Gardens. Now, because we're no longer really trying to hold on to Dagrak's End, at least for the moment, we might abandon that soon. The main thing is to make sure that we don't wind up with any Legion of the Gore Queen rebellions that bring her faction back. Don't want to spend any money attacking that.
What now?
I will aid you.
Spellcaster, more Flamestorm. We'll go for do nothing here because I don't want to spend money on these places. And we're going to jump out, go into raiding stats, and start heading for the Palace of Ruin. There is an army. We can kill that off pretty simply. We now have a full army here, so what we're going to do is recruit a Lord. I always prefer to get sorceresses wherever I can, so we're going to go for this Weapon Master one.
Supreme Sorceress of Ghrond.
Get rid of that.
Kati, guide me.
We'll hold up for the moment. We won't give her the army because we want to keep the upkeep costs down.
Dark
We'll transfer that army over to her when we're ready to move against Mung. Oh, we got some skill points, of course. The masters can now... Oh, no. Not hard to hit. We go for weakness of horde because of the extra hit points. And melee defense. Now, what I'm expecting is that Mung will probably move against Ashrak. I don't care, quite frankly. They went for her. That's perfect.
I will destroy them.
Because they didn't... Here's the thing. In case you don't know, the AI does not really recognize units that are on a Black Ark as potential reinforcements. So a lot of the times the AI gets surprised when they get hit by that stuff. Such a shame, many such cases. Now here we're going to just haul ass towards Valkia's last settlement. She's there. They're going to attack us with both of these armies. It is what it is. She got a lot of points for that, so we're going to get her plenty magic, or at least, you know, some decent magic, and then we'll start her along the route to Lightning Strike.
Dreadlord of Naggarond.
Got some points for her as well, so she's now a bit more respectable.
This worm cannot be trusted.
Dark Seeress.
We're going to transfer this army over. We're just going to have to stomach the cost, frankly.
Delightful screams. The weak shall
Decisive victory.
fall. This
Loot and
is
occupy.
treasure. Who seeks me?
Repair that. Go for growth again. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to go for money instead, because we do need some there.
His traitorous head.
Burning head again.
Tyrant of Naggaroth.
Going to scout out to over there because we're heading there next. We can go for the commandment here again. I'm going to say income because we do need money. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of this growth building and we're going to go for gold there. There we go. They went for us. Let's have a look at the map. So what we'll do here is we will run back to this corner to defend from there. We're going to give that to Malekith. Let's go. Okay, same as the last battle. The objective is antagonize Valkia. There's plenty of time before those come in. And we've got a clear corner here that we can run to. So we're going to go... That's 8 across. I'm going to say 9 across. Sounds like a crossword. We're going to go with these. The masters there. They're on horseback now, I believe. So that's reasonable for us. Those will go with them as well. She will stay forward. Malekith will stand there. Right, everyone haul ass. And I will arrange you in a second. Where's Valkia? She's over here. Okay.
All shall suffer.
Spreading misery.
Eager for battle.
In that case, while we're dealing with that, let's go here.
Onward. Moving out. And there. In motion. Advancing.
The Witch King.
There we go.
Sorceress of Ghrond. Moving out.
They want to wait for their reinforcements from the looks of it. Let's try and convince them that that is not the correct move. Or at least Valkia, convince her it's not the correct move. We want her to come in fast. That is terrible. Straight away from us there, that was. Didn't even get a kill off it. What a load of shit.
Carnage awaits.
Right, let's get Valkia interested. Here we go. The hounds are coming. I'm going to stick a fireball onto her because I want her to take me seriously. Right, run.
Fear me.
They are being very, very circumspect about coming forward. I guess she learned from last time.
Sorceress of Ghrond!
Okay, so from the looks of it, they're going to be favouring this angle. Which is fine, because we're positioned okay for that. But I just want to get that line absolutely right for that angle.
To destruction!
They shall know
She's faster than Malekith, so send her forward.
Dark shards! Going!
Following orders. Naggarond.
These forward.
Question.
Come on, Valkia, you know you want to come out.
punishing them. Striking out.
Come on, you stupid bitch.
Seeking carnage.
They are desperately hanging back here. I'm not going to be drawn into coming out, though.
On to battle! Elfry and Aha!
No, do you know what? We're much better off going for the big spells when the time comes.
Aurea Sarius!
That's a little bit better. Not amazing, but better. Still hasn't got any kills. That's surprising.
Senlu!
Now Valkyria's coming. Now she wants to make a charge. Now she will start to run forward herself. Fly forward, whatever. Okay, we're starting to get some kills here.
Sacrifice them!
23, not bad. But this here is why I was honestly so cavalier coming forward in the raiding stance. Because I know damn well we can beat this army and Valkia relatively comfortably. That would just shoot them to bits. Especially her.
Druki!
Stupid blood bitch.
Sorceress of Ghrond!
Now look how far behind everything else is there.
Moving out!
And now we've just got to get ready to start moving any other heroes that she decides to attack. We'll put the spellcaster there because I don't want her getting involved. Looks to me like she's going for this master. Possibly Malekith, but I doubt it. It's really hard to read her trajectory at the moment. She does look cool, doesn't she? I mean, look at this. Yep, that's going for... No, she's going for the master. Malekith to there.
Execute! On it! Right away!
Could have done without that. She really smacked him there. That was a good volley. That was perfect. What I'm trying to do here, guys, is I'm trying to get the runs
Swiftly now!
as much a case of backward and forward as possible. Okay, she's going in against the dark shards. That's actually okay.
Performing!
Forward!
Dark shards! We are ready! Going!
Okay. Spellcaster, shoot the bitch.
Sarathan! Sorceress of Ghrond! Onward!
Hecate honors us!
Okay, one more shot in. Almost there. She's almost gone. They're routed.
Cold-blooded killers.
Dark sorceress. Going.
And again.
Master Druki.
Oh yeah, another little glitch with Warhammer 3. The music's died. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. Murder doggies are coming in.
Druki.
Sister of the Dark Convent. Die.
There we go. Aim that at her.
Elfry and Aha. Our sorcery is majestic.
Ah, balls. Didn't mean to do that. I hate that.
On to battle.
Our sorceresses are
Yeah, what I was saying about the shooting is I try to get them to run backwards and forwards rather than across as much as I can because it's harder for them to waste our ammo that way. See? As soon as we made Valkia run backwards and fly backwards and forwards, she got trapped and killed. Didn't want to use the spellcaster as a tank there, but it was kind of necessary. Move that master to there.
Moving!
Understood. Sorcery is majestic.
Naggarond. True power.
Sorceress of Ghrond.
All shall tremble.
Sorceress of Ghrond.
Go to there.
Come, melee.
Put the master there.
I will have destruction.
I'm going to send these chasing those marauder horsemen.
Misery for all.
Just for the moment.
Our sorcery is majestic.
Where to?
Right, how's our shooting line? Come across.
I thirst.
Lord of Naggarond.
Slash kill. Hera honors me.
Sorceress of Ghrond. Sarothan.
Massacre them.
Chariots.
There we go.
Sorceress of Ghrond.
No fear.
Come across to there. You come across to there.
Sorceress of Ghrond. Our sorcery is Aria Sar.
Ah, should have done it there.
True heir of a name.
Pull those back.
Winds rise. For the king.
Just charge these down. Tank them.
Shenlu.
Oh, general's coming at her.
Elfry and Aha.
Kill them. Chariots.
There we go. That was bloody easy.
All powerful. Crush them.
Annihilate them.
Where to? Watch now!
Right, we're going to take all of these off of guard mode and we're just going to chase down. There we go. General's gone.
We'll be back. Chariots. Destroy.
Go for those marauders there.
Servant of Hecate. Kill everything.
Okay, we'll speed this up because this is going to be slow going. Okay, bring her to there. Send him over there. Okay, she killed a troll there. If she can wipe those out, that'd be lovely. That is a wipeout, actually, so we'll take them out there. Oh, she killed them all. Excellent. Malekith, go for them. I'm going to say stick that there. Our girl doing some fine work against those trolls. He can go and help Malekith. There we go. Let's send the chariots after those marauders with dual weapons, corn marauders. Okay. How are we looking here? Might as well just send her down to help that master. There we go. How are we getting on here? And that'll do it. All right. We will take the interns. Again, they're not earning us enough money to be that valuable to us.
Supreme Sorceress of Ghrond. Moving on.
Here, we want the gold, as I said. We're going to besiege the Palace of Ruin here. The garrison there is solid, but not amazing. We're going to go for the ram. Oh, well, I'm looking at the map for. We can't go straight in. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, I was just checking about the attrition there. Just gonna have to stomach it. We will go for motivation through fear because we need the money and relations with Dark Elves. For her, we're going to go magical reserves. And these guys, growth and hard to hit. Growth and hard to hit. You can go with martial name of power, but I'm not overly fussed about that. And here, I'm going to abandon the settlement. Dreaded intern recruiter there. And we're looking fine. Oh, Naggarond can go up to tier 4. That also is fine. We don't want to spend that money just yet. We don't really have the money to justify it. Okay, that's what I was expecting, so let's have a quick look here. So we don't really have a corner we can go for. They've conveniently chosen one that doesn't have one, but we can use this rock wall here, so let's go. Okay, so let's take a look. This looks like the closest we're going to come to a corner, but got to figure out whether this is another one of those maps where there's like a phantom spot that you cannot deploy in. So let's stick all of them like that. She can just wait here for the moment.
Dark shards.
Right, get them moving fast.
By your command.
And then, yeah, see, look, dead spot, dead spot, dead spot. But that's okay, because that means we can do this. Is that a dead spot? That is a total dead spot. Okay, that's a total open spot, I should say.
Murder awaits.
8 there,
Forward.
7 there. Right. Okay,
Calling the winds.
lots of troops there.
Druki. Sorceress of Ghrond.
Oh, she's on a cold one. God damn it. I much prefer a dark steed.
Aria, Aria, Aria.
Ugh. That went completely the wrong way for us. I guess it's kind of tracing them. And that unit did take a bit of a kicking, so that's not bad. Hide her in the trees for the moment. Oh, it's turning round. Nice. Yeah, that did okay in the end.
Wage war.
Right. You to there. You to there. Malekith to there. These to there.
To slaughter. Dark shards. We are ready.
Pull these forward. Okay, now the doggos are going to rush in fast, hopefully. That's what they usually do, so if they do that, that suits us down to the ground. They're going to go for the flank as well. Okay. Malekith's going to need to come to there, the Master's to there,
No fear.
that Master to there, and we're going to need to turn
Battle calls. Make
4 units around here to guard the flank.
Murder awaits.
Yeah, see? It's basically all these dogs do is go for the flanks. It's more or less all the AI does, to be honest.
Come, melee.
Ah, not great.
Battle calls.
dark shards. Master Druki.
Okay, the speed is coming in over here, so I'm going to pull both Masters over.
Warrior.
Right, we need to block that unit too.
Master Druki.
They're both going in. Both units are hitting that. Oh, no, they're not.
On to
Pull the Sorceress out of the way.
Forti call.
Right, block those Marauder Horsemen.
Fear me. Destroy.
Malekith hit them.
All powerful. Elfry and Aha.
Not bad, not bad. That's a decent one.
Lord of Naggarond. Slaughter.
Master Druki.
Destruction awaits.
Counter.
Okay, they're all going to group up here. Does she have Flamestorm? Yes, she does. I got to pull her away from there because I don't want those trolls hitting her.
Strike them down. Oriol Sarios.
We understand. Make them bleed.
There we go. Pull that Master out. Chase them down.
Making ground.
Chosen of King. Attack.
Dark sorceress.
Dealers in death. Terror and death.
Massacre them.
Turn them round.
Action.
Swiftly.
And them.
True heir of a near.
Malekith, go for the Blade Wind. That wasn't great. Okay, that master needs to come back.
Dark shards for the king.
Malekith, you need to get out of that fight.
Advance.
The chariots can actually stick there, that's fine.
Naggarond.
Turn these round.
Merciless warriors. Into position.
I crave battle. Hear my words.
Oh shit, that master's getting attacked. Move him out. And we've won. We might have lost the chariots. I don't really care about them. They've been clinging on for a long time with us. Kill that general. Job done. Cold one does seem to make a difference to this part, at least. Do you know what? That's more or less it. Let's kill that off from there. Job done. Like I said, lost the chariots. That's not a big deal at all. Wow, okay. Those rebels are not up to the job at all.
An upstart
Oh, for God's sake, I hate that. I really do.
claiming to know.
Shut up with your speeches. Okay, with them having performed that badly in the rebellion, we're just going to keep hold of Dagrak's end for now, then. Close victory? Really? With this? Seriously? We'll come back to that in a minute, shall we? Okay, Malekith on there. Let's go with Spiteful Conjuration and Word of Pain.
This worm cannot be trusted.
Arcane Conduit, Piercing Bolts of Burning.
Bring me his traitorous head.
Martial Name of Power.
Come, Druki, to battle. We will flay this traitor.
Martial Name of Power. Replenishment. Sorry, Regeneration. Definitely want that. Gives us Pyrrhic Victory. We're obviously not going to accept that. We really don't want to lose that Master. Let's get in there. Okay, let's choose our side. Active towers there. Obviously, we've got to watch out for the Master and Malekith because they're both in very bad shape. Active towers. This one's got a lot of tower coverage on it. Let's see if we can spot the right angle to go for. Man, they've got a lot of towers on this place. And I don't really want Malekith tanking. I think it's going to have to be here. But I'm going to have another quick look around. Those towers will be firing across if I go here. Little bit of coverage there, little bit of coverage there. It's just the same thing. You've got two lots of towers firing at you more or less wherever you go on this one. This one's at an angle. If these were both either side of this gate, it would be fine, but they're not. So, yeah, I think it's going to have to be this.
Dark shards.
Oh, Malekith's on Seraphon. Okay. Didn't even notice it. Okay, we don't want him to get too close because that's a bloody great big pincushion. Right, this one, I believe, has regeneration. Yes, Malekith, you need to come over here. Get out of the range of the towers. Okay, they're not up on the walls. That's good. Okay, that's good. We'll move that one to there. Oh, for God's sake, I left one of the masters in the wrong place. That's fine.
Sorceress of Ghrond.
Actually, do you know what? In that case, let's distract them. Hit that wall. What the hell? Okay.
Dark shards.
Go to there. Go to there. Go to there and go to there. We want to just have the one tower firing at us if they activate one.
Ready.
Burn it.
And if that's the case, we're going to send Malekith over to hit that gate. Oh wait, Malekith's on Seraphon now, isn't he? I guess it makes no difference, really. Just means he flies over there.
Sorceress of Ghrond.
Stay out of firing range and come down there.
Dark shards. Advance, Druki.
Bring them to there. Them to there. We're just gradually moving everyone forward. Okay, he's still regenerating. And that distraction has just kept them away from there. Now we'll run this master round. That general's taken a hit. So what I'm going to do now is move these rear units forward so that they can attack under cover. Fire cover, I mean. They'll have archers firing, crossbowmen firing to keep the enemy away from them.
Very well.
Okay, we've destroyed the gates. Malekith, get out of there. We don't want you getting into melee if we can avoid it. A lot of these units here, like the dogs, the trolls, they can't get up on the walls anyway. The cavalry, it's just this guy. And Malekith can obviously fly in there and beat the crap out of him. But I'd rather not put Malekith in any kind of risk at all.
Dark shards.
We're just going to put them to the inside of the wall so we start shooting down.
Suffering for all!
We go. Those have shattered.
Setting forth!
Oh, there's some cavalry there. Okay. Marauder horsemen. And the general's about to go. Am I worried about this? Not especially. Might as well go into melee with these. Okay, general's dead. Cavalry's about to run. Okay, with that part done, we're now going to bring these units into here. Right, Malekith, get round to there in case there are more Marauder horsemen round. We're going to bring these inside.
Moving out!
There we go.
Massacre them! All shall die!
Don't want Malekith getting shot too much here while these trolls do their thing. Send the masters in. No, 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 no. Don't go over there, Malekith. There we go. Okay. These can now stand there. We'll send these to here. And these here. Pull this master back because I don't really want him tanking at all. Send that one there. Ah, there's a tower we got to deal with. Let's bring these to... No, 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 no. That's the wrong group of units. What's the matter with me? It's these that I want to bring to here. Send that master there to... Right, Malekith needs to get away from there. That tower's hitting him too much. Get to there. Okay, they've shattered. And we win. Simple enough. It was really about triggering the army loss penalties, not getting any of the capture points or anything like that. Same as usual with my tactics on these. Just had to protect Malekith and the weakened master. And we're going to take the Palace of Ruin.
Swell my coffers! King of the Druki.
Get evasion for Malekith. We want to get him Soul Stealer as soon as possible. But that's sorted. And honestly, guys, I think that's where we should call a halt to this guide, because really, you've seen what you need to see. We have the Iron Foothills basically under control. We're going to take it. Naggarond can go up to tier 4 anytime now. Harkoldra will be taken immediately. It's just going to have to be manual because of the bullshit auto-resolve there. The whole of this province here, Spiteful Peaks, is taken. We have the Frigid Wasteland taken. And Valkia the Bloody has no settlements left. That means that we're literally just waiting to finish her off. And then over here, while we have some Chaos Marauders to be dealt with over here, and, you know, I think that's, what's his name, Sigvald, we have got a strong ally in Crone Hellebron and Harganeth. We've got territory here that we don't even necessarily need to hold on to. So our eastern flank is well covered in this area. So what we can do then is just come back, trash through all these settlements. We can abandon things if we're worried that there might be a Valkia recurrence, like at the Palace of Ruin. Just abandon it. It's not worth any money. Same goes for Glacial Gardens if we need to. Dagrak's End, that's fine. Just come through until we've killed off all of Mung. And then from there, we've got an army here, and we'll have Malekith's army here. And that's when we descend on Grombrindal. While we're earning money from doing that, we can raise another Black Ark army, and then that army can ship out and hit a Lithanar. So we'll have Valkia dead, Grombrindal under heavy attack, and a Lithanar also under heavy attack. We've got the Drowned also up here, helping with dealing with this little high elf problem. So that then gets us our corner under control. That's the guide, guys. From there, you should be fine for consolidating all of this upper western corner of the Immortal Empires map. On any difficulty level, this has been on Legendary, but play whatever you enjoy, guys. Don't feel like you have to play on Legendary. From here, you're set, you're sorted, you can dominate the map. If you've enjoyed this video or it's been helpful to you, I'd appreciate it if you hit like, if you subscribed, yada, yada, yada. You know all that stuff that YouTubers nag you to do. I'd appreciate it. But either way, I hope you have enjoyed it, that it has been helpful, and that I'll see you again with the next guide. And if you want some influence on what the next guide will be, stick it down in your comment section and tell me what campaigns you're having trouble with, and maybe I'll take a look at those for the next video. Cheers, guys, and thank you for watching.